but I'm still hungry.
There's so many leaves and it still has a lot on it.
I wish to forget like normal people forget.
Το φάγε! Τι θα γίνει με σένα? Όλα θες να τα φας, όλα! Hello! It's the last weekend of October and today is also the last day of summertime. From tomorrow on we're gonna switch to wintertime, so it's gonna get earlier dark. Tomorrow is a national holiday here in Austria, but since it falls on a Sunday we kind of miss out on it. But the good thing is that the whole next week is a school holiday. It was introduced a couple of years ago. I never understood the point of it. It is called the fall school holiday. But kids are excited and I'm definitely not saying no. So we decided to use this week to paint the inside of our house. And since the weather has been great so far, we thought we should take advantage of it while it lasts.
I ordered a special paint roller which helps me during the paint job because it says no drips and no spills. So I always wanted to paint because I hate the mess of painting. That's why you always try to avoid painting your house. And like this, I would like to try if this is all fake or if it really helps with no drips and no spills. Let's check this out.
We've been waiting all the time for our kids to grow up so that they don't spoil the walls again. And we hope it's going to work this time because I'm not so sure that they're not going to make them dirty again.
Yes.
But at least for the next few years, I think it's going to be okay.
Yes, and I hope this no spill, no drips and no spills. I hope this no drips and no spills works for us because if the house gets a mess, I don't know.
We have to show also how the situation of the walls is before we paint them because, you know, in the video, sometimes people think that we have the perfect home and it's not like that. Without doing anything, without any filters, without using nothing, I think that the fact that the house is white and we have very good light from outside helps very much the situation, you know, and it looks very beautiful and very, I don't know.
Feels like cheating.
It's not like that. The walls of the house have many problems and we will show you this. So we also have to do the plastering before we paint. I don't know how. Do we have the material to do this?
Of course not. We will just paint it over.
No!
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I don't have the patience to do that.
We have to do it.
No, it's not necessary.
No, it is necessary. Some edges are in very bad situation.
Put more paint over it and it's gone.
Do you think we should start from the kitchen?
I think it's a very good idea to start from the kitchen because the walls are kind of dirty from the cooking and let's see how it goes.
I think it's the easiest one because we have the smallest surface in the kitchen.
Very true, and we have only 2.5 liters, which is about 17 square meters. Whatever this is in America.
And we will keep, of course, our white color because we love it. We want to keep the house having a minimal style. I don't know, I get tired from colors generally. I prefer white.
Very true. And it also gives more space.
It makes it look bigger, you mean?
Yes, of course.
Yes, and with the light that comes in,
yes,
it's amazing, it's very good.
We love it in white. Alright, so let's go. This house works only with this ventilation system. It doesn't have radiators around or in the floor. This is a passive house. We call it here in Austria. It's a passive house, which means it gets the energy or the heat from the big surfaces, the windows, and it keeps this heat inside the house. So you need less energy to heaten it up. It's like heating and air conditioning at the same time. Alright, so I filled up half of this bottle here. Nothing happens, of course, so let's see how this works in real life. Theoretically it says fill it up and start painting. Let's see if this works. No dripping, no spilling. Very interesting. You see here that the color comes through. Maybe I didn't put enough color in, I'm not sure. So let's see. Let's just continue doing this here and see what comes out. Yeah, well, it works. This spot here where you can see this dirt, let's see if it works. It really does. You see it's gone. Dirt is gone. And until now there is really no dripping. I like it. Makes my life easier. Let's try the above hat. Short resume would be the paint job is okay, which means it does its job without spilling. But of course, if you order some cheap parts from Temu, the quality is not that good. You know, this here goes out very easily. But overall, until now, I'm satisfied. A couple of years ago, we made our own bread very often.
I think it was about the period of the pandemic, and we did it with sourdough, which is a long process. It was new for us, but we liked it very much, and it is very easy actually if you learn how to do it. But now we forgot it for some years, so we thought we start again baking our own bread because it's delicious, and we should also make our own butter, I think.
It's very simple. The bread has 4 ingredients. And that's it. You need a little patience, about 3 hours, and then you have a very fresh, healthy bread at home.
Can you show what you did?
The basic mixture, I let about 1 hour or 1.5 in a warm place, so it doubled. And now you have to work it again, and then it needs to rest for another 1 hour and double, so that we can put it in the oven and bake it. The mixture needs now kneading again, like we do here. Just take it from the outside and put it to the inside, and then it needs to rest again. We will put it right away in this famous Römertopf.
We use this Römertopf, how it's called in English, I have no idea.
It's a special pot
with this.
From this material.
It's called clay pot. We found it.
This is a special clay pot. It gives it a very special note, and that's why we use it.
It gives the breads and everything that you cook in this a very special flavor, which makes it delicious. Or we will use our iron cast pan here with this. So these two are enough to make a great bread.
So now we cover it another 1 time. And put it in a warm place for another hour, and then we will put it in the oven and finish it. Just leave the light on so it has the right temperature in the oven, and put the timer.
So that's a great tip over there. In order to have the perfect temperature for a dough to rise, we can leave the door open by using a sponge or another material here, so that the door stays open and the light on. This maintains the right temperature, the perfect ideal temperature for the dough to rise. Let's go outside before it gets completely dark with Rocky a little bit, because he's waiting for it. Yes, it's cold. Έλα εδώ, ρε. Έλα εδώ. Γιατί δεν σ' αρέσει αυτό? Γιατί? Α. It's so blue. Let's go. If he can paint while wearing his regular clothes, I think this thing works.
Show us your clothes.
He is spotless. Look.
Yes. And nothing on the couch.
And nothing on you, eh?
And nothing on me, just the hands.
Great. You see the light in the oven? It does a great job. Let's make some butter now for our bread. It's very easy to make. We need heavy cream. We need to whip it until the butter separates from the liquids, and it's about 10 minutes of whipping. So at this point, it has become whipped cream, you see? We keep on mixing. At some point, it begins splattering because the liquids come out of the butter, and you have to cover it with a towel because it becomes very annoying. If you see splashes on my window, it's because I made butter or Gerd made a cake. So we drain the buttermilk and we keep it for all uses. It's very useful. You can make another cake with it. You can drink it as milk. It's delicious. We press softly the butter to release the rest of the buttermilk. And we also wash it with water, with cold water. We do this several times until it's completely drained from the liquids.
Before we start making batter, we rinse the wooden mold with cold water and keep it in the freezer while we're churning.
So now we will put this in the refrigerator for as long as you can wait. The ideal would be 1 to 2 hours, but I never wait that long. The problem is if you take it out too soon, then it will be difficult to remove the butter from the mold. But we will take our risk because we cannot wait. And this is the traditional way to make butter. It's this vintage style jar. You put it inside the heavy cream and you do this thing for 15 minutes and then it's ready. 15 minutes, I don't know, maybe longer. But we don't use it very often. We bought this when the kids were a little bit younger to get busy with something, you know, and to have fun.
So look at me. Do you see?
No spots.
no
Spotless. Spotless Gerd.
I think this thing really works. I can really say.
You were very fast there, very fast.
Yes, it's a nice tool.
I think we have to do all the walls once again, and then we'll have to do the ceiling, which is a little bit difficult. But then we're ready.
20 euros I think it has on Temu. Go and search for it. It's worth the 20 euros.
putting on my clothes. My kids caught lying to myself. I'm greener grass. Dream another life, one that's not so hard. I can get lost down
The bread is ready. As you can see, it looks beautiful and it's huge. I also get some professional help today. Carol, this is Andreas. He will get the bread out. Great job. Now get it out. Both hands. All right. Let's see. It smells beautiful.
Yes.
A small piece. Try, like always. The expert. So. Quite nice. Would you say? Good.
Very nice, yes.
All right.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life.